Hello, Diego. I hope you're fine, great, good shape, healthy, because it's a big mess in America because they are starting the quarantine in a lot of places. I just gave a class to a guy living in New York. He said his company is telling him to work from home. They are gonna give online classes to students at university, high school, middle school. So it's gonna be a huge mess. California is the same. They want to start doing this kind of stuff starting on Monday. This Monday, people will start working from home. So I don't know how it's gonna end up this stuff, but that doesn't really look very good. And many flights from Europe are cancelled. That means many people coming from Europe and they want to go to America. That's gonna be a mess. I have one of my bosses. She's in France right now. I don't know if she's gonna be able to come back. I told her to be careful, but she's just not paying attention to this kind of detail. She's just like a lot of French. They underestimate the issue. Well, right in your face right now. Anyway, so let me just go back. There we go. So that's okay as long as you are not forcing me to go to sleep too late and my daughter is asleep. It is fine. I can give you the class. Okay. So while you were connecting, I was with my daughter telling a story, helping her to brush her teeth and go to sleep. So it takes, half hour depending on the story. So it's spreading in Brazil, it's spreading in Mexico. The thing is, my dad is in Cyprus and they don't count. They don't have any cases apparently because they don't pay attention to the people who are coming from different countries. My dad, his colleagues, former colleagues, are all Italians like him, and they just came back from Rome to Cyprus. They didn't have any testing, nothing. So screening, testing means like you may have a lot of coronavirus cases in Cyprus, but people don't even know it. It's the same in Mexico. They don't want to acknowledge people with the coronavirus. They feel like it's just a regular flu. So that's dangerous because I live in Mexico. Anyway, and so we share different links, different maps. Okay. We talked about the mortgages. That can be an interesting topic if you are taking the academic because you have a lot of graphs. I think the general is just, a little bit more simplistic. I would say they're not gonna bother you with this kind of technicities. Okay, and there you go. So I'm trying to get straight to the point because I still have a lot of work to do and I want to go to sleep early and wake up at 5 again. So anyway, I sent you a lot of newspapers. I have right now, well, American newspapers, Italian, French, and they're all like showing different shocking pictures from Italy. Because the whole country is in quarantine, it's more problematic in the north. In France, the thing is spreading. So if I want to go to, let's say, rents.com, it's not my favorite website. It's more like a conspiracy website, but they have a link. Hope it's not gonna be too long. So it's the same pictures, la la la. And the link is somewhere. Yeah, I disagree with the numbers. I think it's way more than that. So let's see the state of Europe, America. I check this stuff pretty much every day, and I feel like every day they are like, oh my God. Okay. You remember when we talked? It was like 1,000 something. Now look in France, 2,284. At that time we had like 9,000. Now it's 12,462. China doesn't change. So let's see. Oh, Brazil. Okay, Brazil is 52. I think when we talked it was like 12 or something. Peru, 13. Ecuador, 17. Bogota, 9. So let's laugh a bit here. Oh, Mexico. So we have 7, 4 recovered. And we have 8, 4 recovered, 4 actives. So they're like, it's nothing. Yeah, sure. I don't believe these numbers. We have 22 in Costa Rica. Not too far from Mexico. So the only country with barely anything. So we are surrounded by countries with a lot of cases, except Mexico. Give me a freaking break. Spain, Germany. Okay, so France is a small country compared to the US. So the US, they are starting a lot of quarantines in a lot of places. In France, they don't do shit, you know. The cruise ship, we know it's a problematic thing. Canada 117, it's spreading. So 42 Ontario, 46 Vancouver, Washington, the Washington state, so 373, New York 220. The big cities, so but they are starting the quarantine. So in San Francisco, they are forcing people to stay home, to work from home starting next Monday. So 177, 2 recovered, but it's not too many. So when you see a lot in America that the healthcare system is quite developed, progressist, and you have Mexico with a poor healthcare system, not too much money, people who are a bit negligent on this level, they only have like a few cases. This is just stupid. You know, it's really stupid, and people are really retarded. So sorry to talk like that, but that's true. You know, you neglect this kind of virus, the consequences are going to be really, really important. Anyway, so if I check Sydney, 65, Melbourne, 21, so it's still weak here. And, you know, Iran, oh my God, Bahrain. So let me see also Dubai. I have one student in Dubai. They don't have anything. Yeah, don't have anything. Qatar, 262. They say Dubai, there's nothing. Okay, Algeria, 20. Yeah, so it's a mess. It's a mess. England, 456. So they started quarantine, you know, below 1,000 cases. In France, they are, I don't know what they're waiting for. Yeah. So let's see how it is. Let's see how people are taking this stuff. In America, they're starting to be serious. Many people thought it was a joke, but now they're taking it very seriously. Even the president, he thought it was a regular flu, but now, you know, let's see what he's gonna do concretely. We can listen to his words, but the most important is to see what he's gonna do. Okay, and so reading this kind of news is important. Why? Because you don't know if they're gonna ask you something. You know, it can be, you know, the speaking part. You know, it can be anything. They can give an exam more or less related to this kind of stuff, because those are big news. It's international news, you know, affecting everyone. You know, you never know. Just be careful, be alert on this level. Concerning, download Cambridge, please download it. That way we can start the next time to work on that. Practicing the speaking part is very important as well, because I can check if you are doing well. Now the phrasal verbs. We did chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. So let me zoom in because my eyesight is horrible. I need to send you some magazines actually about health, alternative health. You'll see, I'll send you this kind of stuff. So anyway, at that moment, Lady Prescott, the wife of the prison governor, arrived. She took off her coat. For goodness sake, stop crying, Gerald. Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together, man. She wouldn't say something like that. What's wrong with you? Why don't you grow up? I can't help it. Yet another of my prisoners has run away. That's the 5th one this month. Why don't they like it here? Is it the prison food? Or the color of the walls? Or my aftershave? I wish I knew. And with that, he burst into tears again. To burst is like, he started crying again. That's it. I've had enough of all this nonsense. I hate to see a grown man cry, and I'm not going to put up with it any longer. I'm leaving you, Gerald. I'm going to break up our marriage, and I'm going to break up. You wouldn't even go through all this stuff. You're going to say, we are through. Okay. And run away to a run-down area of Birmingham. She put on her coat. But you can't do that. If you run away to a run-down area of Birmingham, I'll have a nervous breakdown. That's your problem, not mine. I'm going to walk out of that door, and you'll never see me again. But I won't let you go. If you run away, I'll run after you. If I run away to a run-down area and you run after me, I'll run over you in my car. Our car. You should remember that we bought it together, but you must be careful, my dear. If you run away to a run-down area of Birmingham, and I run after you, and you run over me in the car, you might then run into a tree, and the cost of repairing that damage could run into hundreds of pounds. Money, money, money. That's all you care about. Here am I, threatening to break up our marriage and run away to a run-down area of Birmingham, and all you can think about is the cost of repairing our car. If you run after me and I run over you and then run into a tree, that's so typical of you. Self, self, self. Me, me, me. I've had enough. I've run out of patience, Gerald. I'm off. Okay. The best is to be like, okay, what should I remember? Okay, grow up. Stop behaving like a child. To put up with something is to cope with something. To put up with you is to tolerate. I'm not going to put up with it any longer. And if you've put up with all my complaints about Sir Gerald, a run-down area is poor, favela, dirty, and in decline. To break up is to finish can be used to describe the end of a relationship, a marriage, a school day, or a school term. I'm going to break up our marriage and run away to a run-down area of Birmingham. There were now lots of people about. It was 3:30 and the local school had just broken up for the day. So I'd finish, whatever they were doing during the day. Finish work. The noun breakdown and the phrasal verb to break down can be used to describe people or machines. I'll have an inverse breakdown. The bus broke down and all the passengers had to get off and walk or take another bus. You can also run out of time, money, food, and ideas. Chapter 4, we see the next. Yeah, I mean, this is a crybaby, that's for sure. Anyway, enough about all this stuff. We are continuing with this tomorrow night. Okay, I'll see you same time, 9:30. 9:30. Yeah, 9:30. Okay, I don't think you had a time change. I'm gonna check that. Okay, you have an excellent night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.